We
What up?
back, honey. Yes, indeed. I am so excited. Well, first of all, LL, congratulations on the new album. I just want you to know really quick before we jump into this interview, everybody here at the station's excited. We love you. We
Thank
do.
you. I
We
appreciate
love
that.
you. We admire you. You know what I'm saying? You are a legend. But we've been having conversations, so let's just jump into it right now.
All
Um,
right.
We've got The Force. It's dropping in the fall. Saturday Night Special drops this Friday. Man,
Yeah.
11 years after 11 years, jumping back in the studio. Like, what
Yeah.
what made you want to do that? Because, I watch you all the time on NCIS. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you know what? Like I took on the whole acting thing and doing NCIS as a challenge. You know what I'm saying? To just, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to embrace that challenge. But music has always been my first love. It's what I love to do. And I also want to show people what's possible. I want to show, the artists, the culture, the fans as a whole that it's possible for you to step away for a minute and then return to the game at a high level. And I felt like, yo, if James Cameron can make, an Avatar sequel and another film, then LL Cool J can have a new record. You see all the different artists from different genres are able to continue to have careers. And I just felt like hip hop, this is something that hip hop needs. Like hip hop needs someone to show them that they can have 10, 20, 30, 40 years in the game at a high level, not just recording, not just making music, but making it and creating stuff at a high level. And that was the goal. And so I looked at that as a personal challenge, you know what I'm saying? Because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen somebody, step away and then reemerge and make a real impact. We've had some critically acclaimed stuff. We had stuff that people thought was good, but to do it at the highest level presents a different type of challenge. And it's one I wanted to embrace, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And listen, you've got Rick Ross, Fat Joe. Shout out to Fat Joe. I am a huge fan of Fat Joe. Like, you don't understand. I feel like I'm part of Terror Squad. You have them on the single. Listen, you just had to pick up a phone, right? And just make that call?
Well, it's not about that. It's about, like, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're friends, you know what I'm saying? But it's more about, like, when I thought about the concept of the song, which is a song about always keeping your word and always paying people back. That applies on the football field, the basketball court, work, your supervisor, the post office, if you work at a coffee spot, wherever you're at, always keeping your word and always paying back. That's applicable, but it also is real as in terms of being a hustler, not just a hustler in the negative sense or street or whatever you want to call it, but in life.
Right.
Those two guys, one, they embraced those ideas, they embodied a lot of those ideas, and then two, I thought their voices sonically, with me and Q-Tip, thought they would sound great on this song. So the rest is history. After I wrote the song, I was like, yo, those two guys, they just felt like they could be a great part of it. And so, we picked up the phone. But it really is about the music. And I think that a lot of artists, in hip hop, especially, when they have long-term careers, they forget about that. Like, you got to be able to press play, and it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Like, it's part of the game, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was.
And like you said, it's at a high level, and both of them are at high levels right now. I love that. Is there any other features on the album that you can share with us? At least like a couple you can sprinkle in?
Well, you know what? I'll return because the features changed over time, so they've morphed even from when we talked. So it's like, you're going to see. Just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. But I'll tell you this. I feel like this record and this project is one of those projects that it's a game changer in my opinion because it's going to show people what's possible. Because that really was my inspiration. Like, I just wanted to make a hot sauce, pickle juice, black barbecue cookout under the red, black, and green album like that. Just
Sauce it up.
Yeah, I wanted to go there with that. And I just, I feel like we accomplished that. And I think when people hear it, they're gonna be like, yo, this is
fire. This is what it is. This is what we missed it.
Yeah.
And I love it. I
Yeah.
love that. You know what I'm saying? We consider you a K-Day artist. K-Day artists are still making great timeless music. Listen, you know, the Dog Pound just dropped a new album, Snoop Dogg, Daz, and Corrupt. You know, what would you do? Oh, no, We All We Got. That's the name of their album. Fire.
Yeah.
So I love to see artists still making music. Now, hear me out on this. Like, how does this feel? Like you said, you did, you know, television for so long. You jumped right back into the studio. During that time span, were there songs already that you already had in the bank? I know there's probably some songs you had in the vault already.
No. This. I mean, I have lots of albums and music and songs I've made over the years, but this is a brand new project. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we worked on it over time, the song itself,
Right.
but it wasn't like I did songs and then went and did television forever, and then 10 years later came back and used some song. It ain't like that. It was all created for this project. Like everything me and Q-Tip recorded was for this particular project. It took a certain amount of time to do it, and I may have done other things in between that time, but not to the extent of like 15 years of space in bringing some song that I didn't know. This is all fresh with the intention of doing it for this particular project. That was the vibe.
You know
what
what's
I'm saying?
crazy is that before I even found out that I was going to interview you, you know, in radio, we plan our, you know, content, you know, a couple days in advance, maybe weeks in advance. Today, we are honoring you at 3:00 on K-Day. We're honoring you at 3:00 because today your album Bad dropped on this day back in 1987. Isn't that
Wow,
crazy?
that's dope. That was my second album. That's my
Right.
second album.
So we're
Wow.
playing LL Cool J in the 3:00 hour, and it's so crazy because we already had this plan. We didn't even know, and then they call me up and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna interview LL," and I'm like, "Wait, what? We plan on
love
honoring him today."
I love that. And I want people to just, you know, when they listen to the music and when you're playing it, and then when you play Saturday Night Special, Win It or After, I want everybody to listen to the growth and listen to how you can evolve as an artist and pay attention to the changes that were made. See, one of the things about hip hop is that the genre is still so young that we feel like if an artist did something at a certain period of time, that's where they're at now, and that's what they're going to create now. And what I'm showing people is that it's not a matter of keeping up, it's a matter of creative leadership. The question is not, can I make something current? The question is, can I take you to the future? And to be so multidimensional that I can make projects that live in the past, the present, and the future. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the bar. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
and I agree with you. You know, there's a feature that we created here on K-Day, and it was really important, LL, for us to create this feature. It's called Then and Now, because we have K-Day is such an iconic station, and we still keep the legacy artists, you know, the timeless music alive. But it's important for us to also say, hey, yeah, we appreciate you. We're playing your music, but we got to grow with you as well. We got to support you as well. So we do Then and Now. LL Cool J then, but here's LL Cool J now. And
I
then
love it. I love it.
Don't you love it though? Like, I feel like it's so important for us to nurture our artists and to say, hey, we're not just with you in this era. We're gonna be with you forever. We got you.
And you know, and I think the flip side of that is that the artist creating A+ music and creating stuff that really is real. And like, it's not about me making something and you just playing it because you play LL music in general and you really love the classics. It's about creating new classics.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we jumped on, we were talking about you, and we were talking about your Jordans, right, in the photo. And so everybody that's in the studio was like, Cece, you gotta ask him, what's his favorite Jordan numbers? I'm gonna go for it. Mine's is 1s and 4s.
Yo, you know what's funny? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm so funny with that. Like, I don't really know the numbers of the Jordans like that. I done had so many Jordans. I had so many Jordans. I don't even know the numbers. Dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know the numbers. I can tell you I got some hot sneakers. I tell you that. I tell you my sneaker game is crazy. I guarantee you. But I could not tell you. I ain't got time to be memorizing. Is this a 1 or 3 or 4? Whatever. Now I know I had the 1s on my first album cover because he was a rookie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, my first album cover, homie was a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And I had the Jordans on. So if you look at I was the first person to even really start rocking them like that. You know what I'm saying? People don't even realize, but if you look at my first album cover and you turn it over, you realize, oh, yo, this dude really, he did that too. Like, so it's like, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. I'm never gonna lie to you. I have no idea, B.
Hey, listen, really quick. K-Day has our huge concert every year, and it's called Crush Groove. And obviously, it's based around, Crush Groove comes from Def Jam. You were in Crush Groove when you were a young kid, I want to say. It's funny because we just had it. And I'm going to be honest with you. When we do Crush Groove, you get people like probably in their 30s to their 40s attending Crush Groove. This last Crush Groove, we have it. We have documented it. We have content. We have kids from 13 years old to 19 singing every word. And it is
Right.
so crazy how the youth is so attracted to the genre of music.
Well, like one of the things I'm trying to help, I really want to help hip hop people like yourself, people that are in the culture and are part of the fiber of the culture who are lifting it up, and gatekeepers and people that sit in certain positions, is that they have to understand that there's no limitation on this. Like we gotta adopt the mindset that you can continue to be great. You're not surprised when Mick Jagger has a show and there are people of all different ages. You're not surprised when Bruce Springsteen does it. You're not surprised when any other genre does it. So stop being surprised when hip hop does that. The parents who are fans and the grandparents who are fans, they hand down this culture, they hand down this music to their kids, like any other genre.
Right.
And whether those kids want to hear LL or Outkast or Run DMC or you name it, Snoop or Dre, like whatever it is that those Cube, whatever they want to hear, those parents are passing that down, and then the kids can appreciate it. Every age group listens to music that came before them. Everybody does that. We all have artists, whether American music, Latin music, like we all have artists who we are fans of who are from previous generations. That goes for everybody. And today's generation is no different. So I don't think that doesn't surprise me. That actually, if anything, it just confirms my belief of what's possible. You know what I'm saying? And like the fact that we can keep going and keep doing great things. So you know what? I expect that. I expect people to go to Crush Groove and for it to be multi-generational. I expect that. I couldn't imagine it being any different. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. Now the question becomes, can we continue to make music at a high level? Michael Jackson, may he rest in power, he started at 8 years old. He was dropping great music when he was 40.
True.
When he was 50. Like, so we shouldn't be like.
We don't need it. You can't put a cap on it. That's the problem. You can't put a cap on creativity.
Exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
my goodness.
Yeah, no cap, no pun intended. No cap. No cap.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No soda cap, no baseball cap. You know what I'm saying? None of that. No bottle cap, none of that. No cap.
I love the fact that you jumped back in the studio. You're dropping this album, The Force. It drops in the fall. However, you're dropping the album this year, and it's 40 years of Def Jam. 40
100%.
years of Def Jam. That's amazing.
Well, I was the first artist on the label, so it's the anniversary. They come together, and it's I'm part of that, and you know what? I love every minute of it. And it's exciting, and that further proves my point. Like, we can do this. Like, Def Jam is iconic. What we've been able to accomplish together has been iconic. And hip hop in general, of course, is iconic. So to celebrate that, to put new music out, to show people the possibilities, that's gonna be, what I'm saying, like, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Be like, you know what I'm saying, it makes it.
There's going to be a lot. I already know there's going to be a lot of Def Jam stuff going on this
like
year.
Good
You know
room
what I'm saying?
service. It's exciting and all that, man. It's some good room service and all that, man. It's exciting, man.
Hey, let me ask you this, because I am excited about you being back in the studio. Please tell me you documented everything. Please tell me there's going to be a behind the scenes.
There is some documentation of a lot of it. Yeah. I have some documentation. I have some things, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When we're in the studio, when I'm creating, a lot of times those cameras can be a distraction for me.
Okay.
And so I don't really like writing and creating with a bunch of cameras on me. I just don't, because I don't like to be self-conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to focus on creating. I'm not there to make a TV show. I do that already. Like, I'm not there to, like, that's not what it's about for me. It's about creating the music and presenting it to the people. They don't have to film Picasso painting in order to like look at the painting.
Right.
You know, it ain't really about the process. I can explain some of the process, and I have a few snaps and a few photos and this and that, but look at the painting. You know
I
what I'm
heard
saying?
that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean?
I heard that. Well, listen, in honor of LL Cool J today, I just want you to know some of my favorite songs: Round the Way Girl, Hush, Love You Better, Bad. We're definitely going to be honoring you at 3 o'clock. It just so happens that I sat here with you. Before I let you go, I do want to say I've been in radio for 20 years. When I went to the BET Awards my first year, I was a rookie, LL. I was a rookie. And, I had to get my feet wet. And my program director sent me there, and I was trying to get interviews, and I was getting pushed around. It is what it is. And you were the one that I went to. I was so nervous. My homegirl was like, just go up there. Just go ask him what he's going to say. If he says no, it's just no. And I remember I asked you for an interview, and you gave me my first interview at the BET Awards, and I ran back to the station, and I told everybody. And I was like, he's such the nicest guy. And it just speaks to your character, man, your character. So I got to applaud you for that because you're still real to this day.
I love you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pleasure. And look, here we are.
Right? Full circle.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
Listen, I'm about to see you. I'm about to see you on BET Weekend, man, at the listening party. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun at the listening party. I'm gonna take y'all through the whole project, piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? Cause Light helped me put together some amazing listening parties around the country, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be. I'm really excited to let you hear the new music. Like, it's ready now. It really is. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, listen, we're excited to bump it on K-Day. LL, thank you so much for giving me some time of yours. I appreciate it. And listen, I can't wait to see you next week.
My absolute pleasure. Come ready, baby.
I'm
ready.
Coming ready with the Jordans. I'm going to ask you which one you got on.
Bring your A game. You know what I mean?
I heard that. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, bye.